am beginning to accept the idea of polygamy. While for others it is polyamorous relationship, for me is a polyincomeless relationship.
So I heard that you like my man, and I'm here to tell you, girl, just share him. Just share him. We can share him. It's not a problem. It's no problem. I share. There's a lot to go around. Women are not understanding that it's okay to share. It doesn't mean he doesn't love you. It doesn't mean he doesn't love me or that we are not enough. He wants to have all the cakes in the world. You love him? Give him the cakes, girl. Just share him. Girl, just share him. It's okay. Why fight? We don't have to fight. We can love him together, honor him, respect him. We love him a long time. It's okay. It's no problem. We can literally live a happy, wealthy, driven, healthy life. Wealthy, healthy, happy. Happy spouse, happy house. Baby, if we could just learn to share, women. Just learn to share. He's going to be with her anyways. He likes her anyways. So might as well get with the program. If you love him, it doesn't mean he don't love you, baby. Girl, just share him. Just share him.
The modern women's world holds no self-respect.
And the truth about monogamy is, and the truth about monogamy is even made to benefit men, and polygamy benefits women. Most men are not rich, and reality is in the animal kingdom, females typically do the choosing. Polygamy benefits women because then the Kobe Bryants of the world get to have the multiple wives and concubines, so everybody, all the women get a man. The issue is broke men don't get women. So monogamy is the way that we can ensure that average Joes get married too.
When I first thought about polygamy, right? Obviously coming from the West, it's very taboo. Nobody really, it's kind of weird, right? And it's really thought of as a Muslim thing. But the more I've lived life, I've realized that we're already in polygamy. Most people don't know it yet. If you take the rate that people cheat within married relationships, up to 50% some say, as little as 25%, that's partially polygamy. If the woman's married to one guy, cheating with the personal trainer. On top of that, monogamy used to be one person for life. So if you have a first wife and a second wife, okay, I guess maybe it's a little different because the guy's not dating them or married to them at the same time. But the way they would see it in the East is that we do essentially the same thing. We just kind of do it at different periods in our life. Polygamy is seen as something that the men want. No. If tomorrow they said, ladies, we're going to make being a side chick a crime and cheating a crime, right? We're going to make it illegal. Tomorrow you will be stoned to death if you cheat on your wife. And you will also be stoned to death if you cheat with a married man. Do you know who would protest first? The ladies. I mean, we love the show Scandal, right? And the show Scandal is what? About the president's side chick. Why do women love Monica Lewinsky? I don't make the rules, right? But I can describe what's going on.
If a billionaire wants to marry multiple women, believe me, they will be okay with it and accept it 100%. As long as he takes care of them, specially financially.
Baby, drop your location, I'm coming to find you. Don't like the past, but let me get behind you. I am that guy for real, must I remind you? Flowers at dinner, the restaurant.
Telling women to lower their standards isn't fair or realistic. But telling guys to be loyal when they have plenty of other options isn't fair to them either. And it's also not realistic.
Women don't mind sharing a man, as long as he's a provider. They are even willing to lower down their standards as long as there's something they benefit. So that's why men are so successful being polygamous informally.
The man's money is their money, and their money is their money. Hence why some women may not mind sharing if he's rich.
Here's an uncomfortable reality. women will share a man if he's high value enough. Girls would rather share a guy that's a winner than have a loser all to themselves. And with feminism coming in, where women earn more money than ever before, they're more educated than ever before, they have higher status than ever before, there's a dwindling amount of men that are able to compete for their attraction. So what ends up happening? Women become victims of their own success. They go up the totem pole, doors close. Men, you go up the totem pole, doors open. So women, whether they want to accept it or not, are sharing the same small percentage of men. So what I'm saying is that I get what you're saying, we're a two-parent household, nuclear family. I agree with that. I think that's the backbone of the United States. But we're quickly going into a society where most men are not going to qualify for most women.
True. That's why historically rich guys and kings had several wives. Clears what position modern women have today, too.
Our species norm is polygyny, where you have 80% of cultures on the anthropological record have been polygynous, where you have high status men have multiple wives and low status men have no wives. Christianity is unusual in insisting on monogamy. We inherited it from Rome. It was a very important component of 2,000 years of Christian civilization, which now, of course, we've mostly rejected. And even though legally you're still only allowed to marry one person, having sex outside of marriage is now completely socially permissible, and so people are in practice being drawn back towards our species norm, having lifted the monogamous restriction. But I argue in the book, and I think really strongly, that monogamous restriction produces much better outcomes, particularly for women and for low status men. But there are all sorts of ways in which monogamous cultures do better than polygynous cultures. Lower crime rates, lower domestic violence rates, less economic inequality, all sorts of good outcomes that come with insisting on monogamy.
Girls are for the hot guy or the guy that makes a lot of money, they are willing to lower their boundaries or standards like you wouldn't believe nowadays, which is wild. And that's what I'm competing against. I'm competing against the girl that lowers their standards. It's a wild world out there.
So the more attracted a woman is to you, the more shit she lets you get away with.
Yes!
Okay, but that's just how attraction, there's shit that I've done that I can't even believe that women would let me get away with.
Women let men get away with anything when they're attracted to them.
You would allow him to have another wife.
If I'm brain dead, what? I don't give a fuck. Show me, can you buy my juices? Make sure that my wheelchair is charged. My sofa, my recliner is charged. That's what I care about. That's what I care about.
Actually, I would think the same.
Where's my juice? Yeah, my juice. Make sure the dishwasher is on. I know he can't.
I'm crying. At this point, he's a carer. Yeah.
Yeah, as long as he's a good carer. As long as he's a good carer and he makes sure that my needs are met. Mm-hmm. What he does at night time at 12 o'clock, because 12 o'clock I'm on medication. I'm already drowsy. I'm gone. Morning, as long as I see you, you're making sure.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
My everything is patterned. I don't give a toss.
I love
who
that.
You do. Because you can't do me.
Oh well, no wonder average men keep checking out, and rich men keep being chads.
What does poly-wife happy life mean? I would like to have and be in a relationship with a man who wants polygamy. It's going to be opened on the man's side, but very closed on my side. So he is capable of having more than one wife, and I am only to serve him in every shape, way, or form that he needs me to. I respect this man, I cater to him, and I do all the things that he needs me to do in order for him to continue to thrive in life. Okay, I recharge his batteries 1,000% of the time because I'm a woman. Things are very easy for me in this life. And so my dynamic of a relationship, of a marriage, is I do want to be married to a man who just want to have more than one wife. I want my sister wife. I can't wait to be blessed with a man who sees this dynamic and respects it in the right way.
How is all this being normalized so easily?
Don't ever let me become one of those women who convinces themselves that they're okay with a throuple because they just can't come to the terms or fact that their husband or boyfriend wants to cheat on them. If I ever get to that point, send me down in Ocean Gate. That little submarine, send me down. Because clearly I've done lost my damn mind.
Well, given the situation financially these days, it won't be long before you do.
Majority of women and it's evidently to see that 20% of the men get all the girls. You know what I'm saying? The top 20%, right? And if you all go for the same guys, you have to share. But you do. This is why men have multiple baby mothers.
That's the sad reality.
This-
I hear you. You do have to share. It's
God
a competition.
forbid.
And you got to share. And
I'm not sharing.
A lot of people are happy with that.
Of course they are.
No, but a lot of people are happy to share. Do you know how many people I know that he has a girl or he talks to her, but they don't care. Just
Don't
as long
put
as
that
listen,
in the
take me on my
universe.
dates, buy me my things, and do you know what I'm saying? They're
God
happy
forbid.
with that.
Please.
Women generally have a distorted view of morality. What is right is what she feels is right, not necessarily what is right.
Is that why it seems so many people, particularly women, become poly after 40, entering a second stage of life, as it were? This is an excellent and very interesting observation that I am probably going to agree with in generally speaking, because I do think a lot of people come to that conclusion post some sort of second opportunity to start their adult life over again. For many of us, that is post-divorce. So when you get divorced and you have all of your relationship standards challenged, particularly whether you really thought that was going to be your lifetime commitment or not, no matter how it ended, whether it was good or bad, amicable or ugly, it really challenges you to think about, do I want to do this again? Is this the right path for me? Because clearly I thought this was the path and it didn't work out, right? So if it's not working out and you've already invested so much of your young adult life into it, why would you want to try again when you fully believed that you were on the right path before, right? So a lot of people get a little jaded on the traditional path, the monogamous path, not necessarily because they want to go sleep around, but just because they realize that even when you think you have that wonderful life partner that you want to do everything with and grow old with, they can still let you down. They can still leave you unfulfilled. They can still disappoint you. They could still leave you. They could still betray you. They could still do any number of things that is going to dismantle that relationship. And when we are forced to really look at those past decisions and how we want to live moving forward, so many of us might just start to say, maybe I'm better off doing it this way. Maybe I'm better off trying another way. Maybe I'm better off exploring parts of myself that I have always just put down beneath the surface because it wasn't socially acceptable, or because I hadn't had opportunity to explore this safely with a partner, or because I hadn't had opportunity to explore my sexuality, or because XYZ, right? And so we start to try to find ways to enjoy that phase of life. Everyone that I've met post-divorce has to go through some sort of metamorphosis in order to enjoy life again. Some people find it easier than others. Some people really struggle and get stuck for years, and until they're ready to go through that metamorphosis and really take charge of their own healing and how they want to move forward, they just don't, and they get stuck in a cycle of repeating the same mistakes over and over again. The ones that heal, the ones that do the work to heal, may find themselves on an alternative path, such as polyamory or any other non-traditional dating dynamic, or just enjoying their single life. A lot of women will go towards, and men too, will go towards just enjoying being single. They don't want to be in a relationship. They want to focus on their friends and their careers again, and just enjoying parts of life and getting back to who they were as an individual. So many of us in marriage become who we are married to. We become the couple, right? And it doesn't always leave room for the individual. It doesn't leave room for the individual to grow independently. It doesn't leave room for a lot of exploration unless you have that willing partner. And hopefully you do. And if you do, that is fantastic. By all means, like there's There's nothing wrong with that. But those that did not have that may seek to do that post-divorce or post some sort of separation or major life change. And once we get into our 40s, we tend to become very rooted in who we are. We become more open-minded. We become more focused on our own fulfillment and our own happiness. We give ourselves permission sometimes to be a little selfish again, because a lot of women in particular, early on in marriages, they may sacrifice their career, they may sacrifice their bodies, and a lot of other things to be mothers and focus on being mothers. And that comes first for so many women for a very, very long time, that they forget a little bit who they are. They forget what it's like to go out and be an independent person, not just first identify as a mom. So post-divorce life, you come to your first like child-free weekend, and you have no idea what to do with yourself. You're like, what am I supposed to do at this time? I'm always supposed to be thinking about my children. What do I do with just me, right? And so a lot of women, when they re-enter the dating pool, they decide that it's awful, right? And so alternatives become a little more attractive. And if you can find a way to enjoy dating or enjoy relationships again that offer you more fulfillment than the more traditional route has in the past, more and more people start to jump on board.
Women face real hardship after divorce and midlife change. But instead of adapting, many double down, choosing loneliness or alternatives rather than lowering expectations or meeting reality halfway today now.
As the woman makes more money, her standards for the man or for the men that she allows to date her also rises. And now, as you all know, as a woman's standard increases, her chances of getting a man who meets that standard also reduces, because of course not many men will be able to meet that standard she has set. And of course, majority of women can't compromise their standards. So they won't like to marry a man who makes less than them or who is of a lower status than them. Now this is why majority of women would rather share a high value man. Just like someone like Davido. Majority of women in Nigeria who are successful, who are doing well for themselves, will prefer to share someone like Davido. Many of them will prefer to share someone like Davido altogether than be with a guy who they are richer than or who they have more money than. That's the truth. Women don't really care about polygamy or monogamy. No. Women just want to be with a guy who raises their status, who makes them feel as if they've actually caught a big fish. That's the truth. Women don't care about polygamy or whatever. Why do you think that the Oni of Ife was able to marry up to 10 women? And if you check out all these women, they are all well educated, well financed, and well traveled, and basically they are women of high class, yet they are sharing this same Oni of Ife. And if you check one thing they have in common, most of these women are in their 30s. So rather be the third wife or 10th wife of an Oni than get involved with a guy who they make more money than.
Women will share a high value man, like a valuable guy. They will. A large percentage of women that you wouldn't expect would, under the right circumstances, but at the same time, you're not going to be serving her very well. Like, she's not going to be happy about it. The reason why you're given the authority to lead is because you're putting other people before you. You're putting her before you. Mm-hmm. And so if you're not doing that, then you don't really have the respect or authority to lead at that point. So
I would say, though, that women, the only women who are willing to share a man, it's not because of the man. It's because of the other things that he provides. I can't see any woman who respects herself and loves a man sharing him with another woman.
If he was a high value, he wouldn't put you in a position to share him. All women want is money. Thanks for watching Manhood. If you want access to exclusive episodes and want to support the channel, hit that join button and become a member. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video if it hit home. Drop your stories and thoughts in the comments. We read everyone. See you tomorrow.